They're not ready for this one. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, today, if you read the headlines, we are talking about living in forgiveness. Now, this is a big one, and this is something that I think all struggle with. I think there's not one of us that aren't forgiven people, but there's certain things that we believe that we just should not forgive someone for. And I want to tell us all that we are wrong. Yes, we are. See, forgiving isn't the same as accountability. Yeah? They're two different things. And when we all remember that forgiving is for us, we need to forgive, right? Forgiving is not for the person who harmed us or ill-treated us or, however we were threatened or, affected by someone in any way. That is not what forgiveness is about. It's not about them. It's about you and it's about me. Okay? So forgiveness is about us. Yeah? How we live. How we treat others. How we move on. That's what forgiveness is about. See, accountability now is on them. Yeah? They need to be accountable. They need to see they're wrong. But can we force them? No. Do we forget about whatever we went through? No, not necessarily. But do we forgive? Yes, we forgive. And we forgive because if you don't forgive, I've read something in Mayo Clinic had to say about forgiveness. When you don't forgive, it messes with your blood pressure, with your heart. It makes you live in depression. It makes you live with anxiety. Do you guys really want to live with resentment, anxiety, bad heart problems, high blood pressure? No, we don't. We all would love to be healthy, happy, and get along with each other. I hope, right? This is what we all thrive for. So why live with all these things, right? We become victims of, whatever we went through. And I don't take that away. We are victims of what we've gone through. But we don't live in a victim mentality, right? We want to have victorious mentality. We want to come out on the victory side. Now think about that. Most people who are successful and out there teaching us a lesson and get us motivated and woo woo, and we are jumping, and we learn so much from these people. When you check their backstory, they have been through a lot. Most filmmakers who produce beautiful films that we watch or plays, they have gone through so much. And because of what they've gone through, they're able to have a imagination, or be very creative, off of what they've gone through. So off of what made them victims. But they didn't stay in that victim state. No, they gained victory. They moved out of that and they started telling their stories. And they started sharing, maybe not the story, but they started to tell stories around the story, right? And they made us laugh. And they made us cry. And they made us learn. And some made us grow. And you can too. If we choose not to stay in the victim side of town and we start to become victorious and we start to stand up for a purpose and we start to know that we are worthy of not laying down in the bed half the time, half depressed of what we have gone through, or cry about it all the time to say, oh my gosh, what have this person have done to me? You know why? That person has moved on. Living and doing that what they want to do. Probably happy, probably sad. I don't know what they are. But whatever they are, it has nothing to do with us. And if they've moved on, or let's say become happy, or whatever they've become, are you going to sit here and be resentful? See, most of the times when we don't forgive, right, we take it out on those we love, those closest to us. Yeah? Say that we were in an abusive relationship before, and we had a previous husband who in some way, shape, or form abused, not necessarily physically, and maybe that, but they've harmed us in some way or made us build this wall up, right, where our guards went totally up. Should our new spouse pay for that? No. And it's either one or two things that happen if we don't forgive. It's A, we take it out on a new spouse, or B, we keep on choosing the same type of people. And then we have to look inside ourselves and say, what are we doing wrong? Well, guess what, guys? It's biblically written that before we close our eyes, we should forgive, right? Forgive so we can be forgiven. Yeah? Forgiveness doesn't necessarily take away what happened, right? But it can heal, right? So when we forgive, we start to heal. Don't you think so? We start to forgive ourselves because we know that we are not the problem. It's not our fault, right? So we may have been in a situation and we may not, forgive this person, even if it's something small, a little argument, and you just can't see how they just don't see it your way, and that's okay. It's okay. When you forgive them, you start to heal. Heal for yourself. Heal for your future. Heal for your happiness. Heal to live life. Right? We all want to love life. We start to heal so we can grow. Grow in life. Learn lessons that life has to teach us. And when we start to heal and we start to live and we start to grow, there's something else that we do with that. We blossom like a flower. And we become bigger than what we were sitting in. Yeah? So we are now able to help others. And that's the part where you're really getting powerful. Because let's just say that some people, or example is some people have gone through things and they now sit in, places where they're sitting in front of a board of people speaking out against what they've gone through, building up avenues to help the next generation to come, right? Or for us to overcome. They're now victorious. Yeah, this is what healing does. It's when we give our problems, what we faced, our hurt, our pain, when we give it over to God, our issues, our problems, our hurts, all of that over to God, we are now asking for healing. We are asking for God, the universe, our creator, a higher being, to heal us. Allow us to grow. Allow us to live. Allow us to move forward. So my whole purpose of this is for you to take time and literally say, I forgive you. To yourself, right? I no longer want to carry this burden. I no longer want to carry this baggage or this feeling inside. I'm ready to let it go and turn it out. And you're doing this for yourself. You're doing this so you can sleep a peaceful night's rest. So you can wake up and have a joyous day and not feel that bubble. That tight knot that comes into your chest when you remember what just happened, or you remember what that person did to you, or you just get a mind vision of that person. You want to let it go. I learned this lesson, I can't remember where it was, right? But I said I never want to be hostage to anyone ever again. No one will hold me hostage. No one's going to jail me, and no one's going to keep me in their box while they're out and I'm in here suffering for my feelings, and they're out having fun. Never forget that I watched the Oprah Winfrey Show, and she said she remembers a friend that she had that, she was really upset with this friend about something, and for years she's walked, with that on her mind. And one day she's walking past and she look over, across the street, and she sees that friend in another store laughing and enjoying life. And she said, look at this. I'm holding this person accountable and I'm upset with this person and they're over here laughing. It's kind of like, really? So you're not sad too? And no, half the time they're not, because sometimes people don't see the wrong that they do. And that's okay. It's not for you to let them see it. It's for you to understand that they don't see it, and you're not going to sit there and spend your life trying to make them see it. But what you are going to do is you are going to move on from that situation by forgiving them and keep it moving. Because now you've learned that lesson that no one will ever get the advantage to treat me like that again. No one will ever get that satisfaction to put me in their box. Right? So let go. Be no one's hostage. Don't be a victim to other people's problems and other people's issues. Remember, hurt people, right? So we want to pull ourselves out of being hurt people because we want to start loving people. We want to start enjoying our lives. We want to start giving back in some way, and we want to be light. A light in some way, a light to the future, a light in our lives, a light in our children's lives, a light in our relationships. We want to be the light. So we are going to move forward and we are going to march into victory. Don't you agree? And, not taking away anyone's hurt or anyone's pain, right? We've all been there. We've all hurt. We've all felt it. And we all know what it feels like. And I think it's time for us to move forward. Yeah? So go ahead and give me a like. If something went off in your head and it went ding, or you felt that aha moment, go ahead and press that like button. And also leave a comment. Tell me how you forgive, the steps you take to forgive, or have you ever had to forgive somebody, because we all have, right? And also go ahead and subscribe so that we can grow to be the best us that we can be. And we want to work together doing so. Thank you guys for watching. Have a lovely day. No longer be anybody's. I will no longer be jailed by anyone. I will no longer have anyone put me in their little box. Oh no. Right? Because you're worthy. You're worthy of greatness. You're worthy of greatness. You're worthy of victory.